Testing, testing. 1, 2. 1, 2. Check, check, check. Negative. That's not good. Okay. Got it in, main out. How about now? Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check. 1, 2. 1, 2. Check, check. Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check. Testing. You can see sounds coming through, but you can't hear it. Weird. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test. Late sound test. Late sound test. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have pregame coverage of this game here in just a moment. Doing one last quick sound check. Making sure everything is okay here on our end. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
It's time for football. This is a presentation of Eagle Media and Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. This is the Game of the Week. Here with your play-by-play for tonight's game is Tyler Henry.
The NCKL has provided us with some instant classics over the years, and tonight we may be in for another as the Abilene Cowboys look to pull off a massive upset against the white-hot Rock Creek Mustangs. Make no mistake, the Mustangs enter this contest as heavy favorites, having pulled off a big upset of their own against a perennial 4A power in Wamego, but if the Cowboys can band together for 4 quarters, they can put themselves on the map and the rest of 4A on notice. Hello everyone, and welcome inside the broadcast booth for another exciting edition of our Game of the Week. I'm Tyler Henry. It's so good to be back with you here in Abilene, Kansas. Rock Creek is hopeful that today will be business as usual as the 3A powerhouse enters the week ranked 4th in the state and defeated Abilene handily 42-6 a season ago. For Abilene, this is a chance to show off just how far they've come following a thrilling come-from-behind victory over Concordia last week, and with the rest of the NCKL and district schedule still ahead. Rock Creek has allowed that's right, just one rushing touchdown in the last 2 regular seasons and have dominated on the ground when they've had the football. In order to hang on, Abilene will need to find a way to establish that run game and slow the advance of a balanced Rock Creek offense. We'll take a break, but when we return, we'll hear from both head coaches ahead of this matchup. Get your new image audio keys to the game. This is the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. It's presented here by Abilene Termite and Pest Control.
Kurt here from Abilene Termite and Pest Control. We can't control pests like that unemployed 25-year-old living in your basement, but the creepy crawly ones are our specialty. From Salina to Manhattan, Clay Center to Hillsboro, and everywhere in between. We've been locally owned and here for you since 1951, offering great service, a firm handshake, and no long-term contracts. Visit AbileneTermite.com or find us on Facebook. I'm Kurt Phillips, and we'll keep the bugs out for you.
And now back to the football action with your Game of the Week.
Back here on the pregame as we get you ready for a showdown between Rock Creek and Abilene. And we're joined now by Mustang head coach Shane Sieben. Coach, first and foremost, thank you so much for giving us some of your time today.
Appreciate the coverage. Thanks, Tyler.
So your team has flown out of the gates here. You're 3-0 with an impressive win over Wamego and blowout victories over Bishop Ward and Bonner Springs. What's impressed you the most about the start that your guys have gotten off to?
I think just our physicality, number one. We knew we'd have a really good defense, and we had a lot of pieces coming back that we were really happy with. And just the ability to stop the run and just as physical and violent as we've been up front. Our kids have really taken it to other teams, and we've tackled extremely well up front and just really brought it up front. And the other thing is just how balanced our offense has been. If you give us the run, we've done a good job of taking advantage of that. And if you try and stop the run, I think we can beat you passing. So I thought our offense has done a good job with both.
I know it's a game that, for the good teams like yours, you put it in the past as soon as it's over, but I did want to take you back for just a minute to week 2. That's a really strong Wamego program. What did it take to win a game like that, and what do those games, do for you come playoff time?
Yeah, they've had a ton of success in postseason play and throughout the season, and haven't lost a lot of games the last few years since Coach Moody's been there. And he's somebody that I have a tremendous amount of respect for, and coach with him in Manhattan. So, we knew it was going to be a dogfight. We knew it was going to be a physical game. I think the biggest thing was, I felt like we were more physical in that game, and that's tough to do against a team that, typically Wamego, their kids only play one side of the ball, so typically they're well rested in the fourth quarter, and that's where they really pride themselves on beating you. And we got a bunch of kids that have to go both ways, and we knew we were going to have to be really tough in the fourth quarter. And we're down 7-6 to start the fourth quarter, and we go and score a touchdown, and then get a 3-and-out and score again to really put it out of hand. And just really pleased with our resiliency and our toughness in that fourth quarter. That was the biggest thing that stood out to me.
I think I know you and your coaching philosophy well enough to know that you guys aren't satisfied with the 3-0 start. You guys are always looking for more. What are some of the biggest improvements, even as a team that is 3-0, that you want to see as we head into the heart of the season?
Being assignment sound is the biggest thing. We still have some coverage stuff that's we've kind of messed up the last couple of weeks, and just being a little bit better with our communication on the back end and making sure we're assignment sound, and then continuing to just be assignment sound offensively, and make sure we're moving guys up front and creating holes, and just executing. That's the biggest thing, is just consistency on our execution, and consistency and being assignment sound.
Offensively, you guys have put up 140 points in 3 weeks. You mentioned being able to run the ball well, being able to pass the ball well. What do you feel like has been clicking for your guys on that side?
I think our number one is our offensive line. Coach Sweetman, our offensive line coach, has done a tremendous job, and they've been able to open up holes. And it led to last week us seeing a 5-man front and some loaded box to try and stop the run, which allowed things to be pretty easy for Gavin in the throw and the passing game, and he executed there well, and so did Tate Smith in his time. So I think just being able to run the football has opened up things for us in the pass game, and again, just being able to execute when we have those opportunities.
You've also pitched 2 shutouts defensively, and if the crazy stat that I saw on social media is to be believed, you've given up 1 rushing touchdown in 2 seasons of football. Where have these guys been able to kind of execute to keep points off the board this year?
Yeah, up front is where it really starts, and in our front 3 of Wade Roddinghouse and Grady Hastert and Corday Kirksey. You can throw Cole Greenwood in there as well. He's played quite a bit for us, and Marcelo Ibarra, 5 senior leaders that have just been tremendous for us up front. They move well, they're physical, and they really control the line of scrimmage, and that's allowed our linebackers, Ezra Spiller and Nick Allen and Carson Tabira and Declan McKinney and Caden Payton. Those guys have just been able to kind of run through and make tackles and be untouched by linemen. So I think that's really where it starts. And when those guys are controlling the line of scrimmage and our linebackers are able to run free and make tackles and make plays, that's why we've had so much success against the run.
I know that you guys have had a chance to kind of get acclimated, but still the new kids on the block in the NCKL, how enjoyable is it to be in a league like that where that, pretty much regardless of who you play, you're going to be in for a dogfight every week?
Yeah, I don't know how enjoyable that part is. Yeah, it's a week in and week out. It's a dogfight, and all the coaches in the league do a great job. And it's just you get such a wide gamut of offenses, and from the flex bone of Clay Center in Marysville to spread, power, and counter from Wamego, and then we'll see very similar stuff this week from Abilene, and using some 2 tight end formations and some power run game and quarterback run game as well. So you see the wide gamut. Concordia is more spread this year too. So you see a little bit of everything. Chapman, you get the power eye and a lot of double dive and option game too. So it's tough. It's like going from a service academy to spread offense. It's something different every week, and it keeps you on your toes. And I don't know how much fun that is, but it's good for our kids, and we enjoy the league, and it's been good for us.
Well, you got another big league matchup coming up here tonight. You guys will take on the Abilene Cowboys. When you have a chance to watch them on film, what are the things that stand out to you about the way the Cowboys play?
Physicality in the run game here. They've done a good job with that this year, and really like the Oakland kids. They're both very physical, and both of the tight ends, and really they've had three that they've played that are all really good and do a good job in the run game. And the athleticism of Funston really pop on film. Got some receivers that can hurt you too. So those are all things from an offensive standpoint that catch your eye. And then defensively, Coach Nix has done a great job. I was at Manhattan when we faced him when he was at Shawnee Heights, and they're very disciplined in what they do defensively, and they're not. You're going to have to execute. You're not really going to be able to out scheme them. They're going to be in the right place, and they're always tough to go against. So they're very well coached and very disciplined team, and we're going to have to play really well.
Offensively, a lot of what the Cowboys want to do revolves around Tegan Funston. He can rip it, he can run it. I know you faced a lot of guys like him before, but how do you limit the impact of a dual threat player like Tegan?
Yeah, very, very similar as far as a dual threat to Wamigo's kid. Logan Fulton's kind of similar way. He's just a more physical runner. Funston's a little quicker, but I think number one, you got to do a good job of keeping him in the pocket. You can't let him get outside of the pocket and have the threat of run pass. And I think the other thing is you've got to really take away the run and make him one-dimensional. If they can get the running game going, then play action can really hurt you. So for us, we're going to have to be really good against the run game, and we're going to have to try and keep him in the pocket.
I know you mentioned their ability to stop the run, but, defensively, where do you feel like you see Abilene's strengths, and what do you need to make sure you do to move the ball effectively this week?
The two DNs are really good. Both of them, I think it's 3 and 35, Hopeman, and they're both really good against the run, and that front four is tough, and those corners I think I saw a stat, they had 11 interceptions last year between Funston and Evans. So I think those are kind of the keys right there. They got some playmakers at key positions, and we're going to have to win the battle line of scrimmage. We're going to have to be able to create some of the run game and get the ball going downhill at them. And then if we can get them coming downhill, and then you can take advantage of some things. But they're tough, and they do a good job.
It's time for football. This is a presentation of Eagle Media and Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. This is the Game of the Week. Here with your play-by-play for tonight's game is Tyler Henry.
The NCKL has provided us with some instant classics over the years, and tonight we may be in for another as the Abilene Cowboys look to pull off a massive upset against the white-hot Rock Creek Mustangs. Make no mistake, the Mustangs enter this contest as heavy favorites, having pulled off a big upset of their own against a perennial 4A power in Wamigo, but if the Cowboys can band together for 4 quarters, they can put themselves on the map and the rest of 4A on notice. Hello everyone, and welcome inside the broadcast booth for another exciting edition of our Game of the Week. I'm Tyler Henry. It's so good to be back with you here in Abilene, Kansas. Rock Creek is hopeful that today will be business as usual as the 3A powerhouse enters the week ranked 4th in the state and defeated Abilene handily 42-6 a season ago. For Abilene, this is a chance to show off just how far they've come following a thrilling come-from-behind victory over Concordia last week, and with the rest of the NCKL and district schedule still ahead. Rock Creek has allowed one.
Got very many touches.
As we get ready for a showdown.
Make it a lifetime. Therefore, finding the right agent to help you make.
And that was Shane Sieben, head coach of the Rock Creek Mustangs. We'll step away, but when we return, pregame rolls on. You're watching the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. It's right here on the Salina Post Sports Network.
Are you looking to buy or sell real estate? With over 11 years of experience serving Northeast Kansas from Abilene to Wamigo, leave it to a professional. Call Kirsten Day, realtor and owner with Home Real Estate Group. Buying a home, whether it be your first or second time, is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll make in a lifetime. Therefore, finding the right agent to help you make the process easier is essential. Kirsten Day is there for you and your family every step of the way. Visit Kirsten Day online at selling785.com.
And now back to the football action with your Game of the Week.
Back here on the pregame as we get ready for a showdown between Abilene and Rock Creek. And we're joined now by Cowboy head coach Brad Nix. Coach, first and foremost, thank you so much for giving us some of your time today.
You bet, Tyler. Thanks a lot for having me on.
So before we talk about your 2-1 start as a whole, I do have to ask you about last week. Your team was down late to Concordia, but battled back. You win the game on a last-second score. What stood out to you most about that effort overall?
I told the kids, what a team effort. This wasn't about one guy, and it was truly everybody. We had obviously Tegan Funston was great at quarterback and scored the final touchdown, but Lane Hookman had 35 carries for 180 some yards, and you got to talk about our line, our offensive line, our tight ends, and how well they blocked all night. And we got a receiver who hasn't got very many touches all year. Nolan Wilkins, who catches 2 big slant routes, kind of late in that game that really kind of helped set up one of those touchdowns. And so, it wasn't just about one guy. It was about a lot of guys, and your defense had to get a huge stop there in the game. And so, it was truly a team effort. It took everybody in order to make that happen.
Your team is 2-1 now. You've won 2 close games. If you take those first 3 weeks as kind of a package deal, what's been the best thing that you've seen out of your guys so far?
I think just a resilience. I think just coming to work every day and not being prepared every day. It's so hard, as a high schooler, because they go to school all day and then they have to come out there, and just their resilience and how they're kind of coming together as a team right now, and so that's really exciting.
On the other side of that coin, what are some of the biggest improvements that you still feel like you want to see as we head into the heart of the season?
I think I want to see them just continue to kind of grow as a team. I thought last week we took some huge steps, just being more consistent. I think with that kind of effort and what it takes in order to win games in the NCKL. It's so hard in the NCKL week in and week out, and so finding that consistency every week.
I know, this team kind of goes as Tegan Funston goes. He's through some adversity already. What have you seen kind of work for him, and where do you feel like he can get better?
I love his leadership. He's really gotten better this year about being that vocal leader and allowing one play to affect the next, and so it's been great to kind of watch him grow into that role, and the other kids that kind of support him. You agree, with what you said. When Tegan's on, we're on. And I think he brings so much to our program, and he did a great job last week, and that's what we want to see. We want to see him continue to grow as that leader and drive the bus.
You got a big game coming up here against Rock Creek, trying to defend your home field against a ranked opponent in the state. A lot of people see Rock Creek as a favorite to maybe win the NCKL this year. How much do you relish an opportunity like this to, maybe come out and shock some people around the state in a game that a lot of people see you as underdogs in?
Yeah, I definitely would probably say everybody, puts us at an underdog, which is fine. I love the underdog role, and Rock Creek is a great team, and I didn't realize whether they're ranked or not, but when they beat Wamego, the way they beat Wamego, I think opened some eyes, and so they're a great team, and we're gonna have to be at our best, and we're gonna have to play hard for us, and it's one of those moments where we just kind of come together as a team. I know it's not gonna be our Super Bowl. It's an important game. We want to win it. And regardless of what happens, it's going to be the type of game that's going to help us 10, 11, 12, be able to try to make a playoff run, and because they're a definite playoff caliber of a team, and so when you play those guys in the regular season, it helps you in the end.
When you have a chance to scout Rock Creek on film, what are the things that kind of stand out to you most about just the way that they play on both sides of the ball?
Just how physical they are. They're really physical up front. They bring back, I think, 6 of 7 from a defensive front that I think only allowed 1 rushing touchdown last year. And so they bring back a lot of guys from there, and they're physical. You like to get after you and go, and but I think he's smart and witty, and he throws a good ball, and they've got a new running back this year, and he runs the ball really well. Again, we're going to have to be very disciplined. We can't make mistakes against them, because they're the type of team that will really make you pay for those mistakes. And so we've got to play kind of mistake-free football and play cowboy football and get after them.
When you some of the offensively, this is a Rock Creek team that's put up 140 points in 3 weeks. How have you kind of seen them do that, and how do you slow an attack like that down this week?
Yeah, I think it's just not giving them the big play. I think if you go back, and look at, their average passing touchdown, and how far that is, it's a big number. Same thing rushing. It's making them earn it. Don't break on defense, and making them put 13, 14 play drive, and if they beat you, then they beat you. But don't give them those 2, 3, 4, 5 play drives where they hit a big play on you. And so again, that goes back to us just being disciplined and playing Cowboy football.
On the flip side, 2 shutouts already for Rock Creek's defense. What are kind of their strengths there, and how do you keep the ball moving against a defense like that?
Their strength is obviously just in a run game. I mean, I think that's what they're really good at. I mean, I kind of mentioned before, and I could be wrong on that stat, but I think I remember from the league meeting last year that they only gave up 1 rushing touchdown. I know they haven't given up a rushing touchdown this year, and so I think their run defense is very good, and so we've got to be able to do exactly what I just said. I want to keep them from doing. We need to put together 10, 12, 13 play drives and just keep the ball keep the ball moving and get some first downs, and and then be able to finish drives in the red zone once we get it there. And so their defense is very solid. Their top 7 up front are they're physical and they fly to the football, and so we're going to have to be able to do that, and then be able to find some passing situations and matchups that we like, and be able to move the ball that way too.
Well, and last thing for your coach, I know we've touched on some of the offensive points, some of the defensive points, but overall, if you had to boil it down into your top couple of points here, what would you say are the biggest keys to the game to make it 3 wins in a row and to move to 3-1 on the season?
No penalties, no turnovers, and we can't miss tackles. I mean, I think it's just comes down to football. When it's a big game like this and you're playing a good opponent, it comes down to just some simple stuff. No penalties, no turnovers, and don't miss tackles.
Coach Nix, thank you so much for your time, sir. Best of luck to your Cowboys here tonight.
Hey, thanks a lot, Tyler. I appreciate it.
Once again, that was Brad Nix, head coach of the Abilene Cowboys. We'll step away, but when we return, pregame rolls on. You're watching the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week right here on the Salina Post Sports Network.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
And now back to the football action with your Game of the Week.
Welcome back inside, just in time for the opening kickoff. It's Abilene and Rock Creek, and we're underway. The opening kick will be fielded by the Mustangs back at the 15-yard line, and they are looking for a big start to this football game. It's going to be a fun one here in Abilene, Kansas. In case you missed our pregame, again, Rock Creek comes in. They undefeated 3-0, looking to make it 4-0 here against an NCKL foe, and they get the Abilene Cowboys here tonight. Let's go ahead and meet the offense for Rock Creek and for the Mustangs. It all starts with Gavin Rosa. He'll have Zion Bell in the backfield alongside him. Those two have been the primary damage dealers here in 20. We've got a whistle and a flag, so we'll sort that out. It's going to be a legal procedure against the Mustangs here to start this game. So a tough start as they'll back it up 5 yards before they even have a chance to run an offensive play. So the Mustangs go into the shotgun here on 1st down and 15. They'll hand it off of that left side to Zion Bell, and he is immediately arrested and brought down after a very brief gain. They're going to give him credit, to be fair, for about 3 yards, but no further. Back to work go the Mustangs here on 2nd down and 13. Gavin Rosa can throw it around the yard. He'll hand it off. Who's navigating traffic is Abilene defense. Boy, really turning up the heat here early on. That'll bring up a 3rd down. Apologies for the odd commentary here earlier. We are working on some technical issues here early in the broadcast. Trying to get that cleared up for you, but here it is. 3rd down, and call it 9. Meet the rest of the offense for Rock Creek after this play. They go empty backfield. Again, it's Rosa at quarterback, Zion Bell at running back. Your receivers, Luke Skinner, Carson Tobirin, and Brody Clark. Dropping back, firing right side, almost intercepted. It's caught by Luke Skinner. That's for the first down and change as Skinner. And that will help get the Mustangs closer to Abilene territory. Offensive line-wise, Corday Kirksey, Nick Allen, Ryan Wickman, Wade Rottinghouse, and Gray Castor. Rolling out to the right, firing across his body. It's caught again for a gain of 8. Good start here for Gavin Rosa and company. This time he links it up to his receiver. It's Brody Clark. So a 2-for-2 start for Gavin Rosa. Let's meet that defense for the Abilene Cowboys tonight. In the trenches, Heath Hookman, Pierce Castile, Jalen Robinson, and Jackson Cuba. Your linebackers are Ryan McKinney, Cash Hargrave, and Caden Thrower. Cornerbacks, Tegan Funston and Levi Evans. And the safeties, Davin Cuba and Aiden Woods. Chance for Rock Creek to rotate in some additional personnel as the Cowboys trying to get their offense on the field here early in this. 2nd down and short. A lot of options here for Shane Sieben, but another penalty. And that becoming an issue here for Rock Creek as the Mustangs. We're really struggling with that. That is their 2nd procedure penalty, and it comes by virtue of the jet motion that they're trying to run. Abilene's defense back to work here. 2nd down and 6. Quick screen. That is Skinner. Makes one man miss, but he's immediately wrapped up and brought down on the outside. And a good tackle for Davin Cuba. So a 3-for-3 start now for Rosa. We expected to see an awful lot of run in this game, the way that Rock Creek's been moving the football on the ground. They'll fire it over the middle. That is Skinner again. And he has been the security blanket this time for a gain of 6 as Rosa starts the day 4-for-4. You take a look at the numbers for Skinner. He has 12 receptions for 193 yards and 2 touchdowns coming into this game. And we've got an injured player down on the field. So while they take a look at him, we'll go ahead and step away quickly. We're back with more of our Game of the Week when we return. It's brought to you by Abilene Termite and Pest Control.
Kurt here from Abilene Termite and Pest Control. We can't control pests like that unemployed 25-year-old living in your basement, but the creepy crawly ones are our specialty. From Salina to Manhattan, Clay Center to Hillsborough, and everywhere in between. We've been locally owned and here for you since 1951, offering great service, a firm handshake, and no long-term contracts. Visit AbileneTermite.com or find us on Facebook. I'm Kurt Phillips, and we'll keep the bugs out for you.
Are you looking to buy or sell real estate? With over 11 years of experience serving Northeast Kansas from Abilene to Wamego, leave it to a professional. Call Kirsten Day, realtor and owner with Homefront Real Estate Group. Buying a home, whether it be your first or second time, is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll make in a lifetime. Therefore, finding the right agent to help you make the process easier is essential. Kirsten Day is there for you and your family every step of the way. Visit Kirsten Day online at selling785.com.
Back here in Abilene as the injured Cowboy is taken off the field. And for Abilene, that is Gabe Nichols Jr., who was already filling in at linebacker. They're a little bit shorthanded there in this game. And that is something we will continue to monitor throughout the night. But here it's 4th down. Rock Creek wants to go first man, then picks up a hard-earned yard. Correction, it's Zion Bell on the carry. He will 2. And that is all that Rock Creek needs as they pick it up. And the Mustangs keep it moving. Get apologies for some early technical difficulties here in Abilene. Still working through some equipment issues, but for now it's 1st down and 10. 8:09 left to go here in the first quarter. And it is the Mustangs on the march, their first drive of the game. They'll hand this off to Bell up the middle, breaking tackles to about the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 8. And let's talk about the year that Zion Bell has had, because he has been spectacular. The senior had 50 carries for 340 yards coming into this game. Just unbelievable numbers. 2nd down and 4. They went to him on 1st down. They go to Bell again on 2nd down. This time, though, he is brought down by a host of Cowboys, a posse, so to speak. And that will bring him up. No, they say just enough for the 1st down. Call it a gain of 2. Quick reminder, if you have something bugging you, call Abilene Termite and Pest Control, serving Abilene, Chapman, and the surrounding areas. Also, Kirsten Day, serving the areas of Chapman, Abilene, and more from Salina to Wamego. Call Kirsten Day at selling785.com. Rock Creek under the direction of 7th-year head coach Shane Sieben. He is 41-21 at Rock Creek. Abilene is under the instruction of 6th-year head coach Brad Nix. Coach Nix comes into this year 16-10. Actually comes into this game 16-10. Rock Creek back on the march. Gavin Rosa will send a man in motion. That's Carson Tobier, and it's a bad snap. It'll be fallen on. That's a smart play by Zion Bell, who just covers it up. But it's a huge loss. And they're going to go from 1st and 10. I mean, realistically, to 1st and, I don't know, call it. See where they mark it. They're going to say it's down at the 45. So it's 1st and 28, an 18-yard loss on the bad snap. And with that, they will empty the backfield out for Rosa. Rosa rolling right. Comeback screen intercepted. Abilene's got it. Cowboys 20-10. Tripped up and tackled at the last moment, but not before the damage is done. A massive interception and a big return for the Cowboys. And that will put them right on the doorstep of the end zone. Huge momentum swing in this game. You go from the bad snap, you turn around, and immediately Abilene gets the offense on the field at the 2-yard line. Let's quickly meet him. Tegan Funston is the quarterback. Lane Hookman, the starting running back. Levi Evans, Nolan Wilkins, Landon Rogers, the top receiving options. Your offensive line from left to right. Cale Castile, Braden Blake, Jalen Robinson, Pierce Castile, and Cannon Taylor. They will set this up in the pistol. One receiver split out wide to either side. Lane Hookman lines up directly behind Tegan Funston. Cowboys looking to capitalize on a big early miscue for Rock Creek. They will give it up the right side, and the defense stands tall. Now you're thinking, okay, so Abilene comes out. They only need 2 yards. That should be easy, right? Well, Rock Creek this season is allowing 3. Yes, you heard that right. 3 rushing yards per game. So this is one of the best rushing defenses in the state, and they're going to have to be if they want to turn Abilene away. They stand tall on 1st down. It is a gain of nothing for Lane Hookman. Hookman this year, 75 carries, 323 yards, 3 touchdowns on the season. Here he is in the right hip pocket of Funston. They will send the motion man. That's the tight end on the left side. Here's the give up the middle, and they still can't get it. Nothing on 1st down, nothing on 2nd down. Rock Creek's defense is led in the trenches by Corday Kirksey, Wade Rottinghouse, Grady Hastert, and Cole Greenwood. Your linebackers are Caden Payton, Luke Skinner, Carson Toburin, Ezra Spiller, and Nick Allen. Corners, Luke Skinner and Jesse Lease. And your safeties, Noah Valberg and Jackson Pendle. No gain on first down, no gain on second down. It's 3rd and goal from the 2. And we have got a timeout called. Abilene wants to take a beat and talk it over. So the Cowboys will take a moment. And while we've got a moment, want to remind you that today's game is brought to you in part by AC Westside Market in Abilene. Relax and come shop with us on the west side of Abilene. Also by Astra Bank with branches in Abilene and Chapman. And by Abilene Car Sales. Visit them online at AbileneCarSales.com. Coverage today also brought to you in part by Susie's Deli, located at 102 North Buckeye in Abilene. Open Monday through Saturday from 6 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And by Memorial Health System, caring for you. Well, it's been a wild start this game has. Rock Creek came out. They moved the ball effectively, but a massive turnover on an interception from Gavin Rosa gave the Cowboys the football at the 2-yard line. They could not gain anything on first down. They could not gain anything on second down. Here we are. It's 3rd and 2. Funston takes the snap, keeps it, rushes left, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, Abilene. The Cowboys are on the board. And it's a 2-yard Tegan Funston rushing touchdown to start the party and give the Cowboys the early lead. Good work there. I mean, you run it up the middle twice. Everybody thinks you're going to try to run power again, and instead, it's just a little fake. Outside contain not there, and a score for the Cowboys. PAT, the kick is up, the kick is good, and that'll make it 7-0 in favor of the Abilene Cowboys. Back after this, a quick message. It's our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week brought to you tonight by Abilene Termite and Pest Control.
September brings great discounts on the 2025 Motor Trend Truck of the Year at Marshall Motors. The 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie and Ram 1500 Bighorn are now $10,000 off and 3.9% financing for 72 months. You can also get $10,000 off the 2025 Ram 2500 Trademan. And don't forget, monster trucks return to Marshall Motors on Saturday, October 4th. Drive into fall now at Marshall Motors in Salina and marshallmotor.com.
Back to the action here in Abilene, a 7-0 lead for the homestanding Cowboys. Got to be feeling good about the start here. Make no mistake, Abilene was not a favorite by any means coming into this game. They were going to have to play their best four-quarter effort against a Rock Creek team that we have seen decimate opponents this season. Rock Creek's biggest win this year came narrowly, but it came over a Wamego program that handed them their lunch last season. They won that game 21-13. Their other two games, 51-0 against Bishop Ward and 68-0 against Bonner Springs. Nonetheless, the team I'm talking about is down on the scoreboard. It's 7-0 Cowboys. So it's Abilene to kick this away. A hand in the air, and they will put this into the night sky. It takes a couple of bounces. It is muffed and then fallen upon. Boy, that could have been a lot worse, but they cover it up with Zion Bell. And the offense is back on the field here for the second time for Rock Creek. Rock Creek's offense averaging 360 yards of total offense. They've split that right down the middle between the pass and the run. They are back out there needing a bit of a recovery drive after what happened last time out. Checking it out. Send Carson Toburin, the tight end, from right to left. Hand this off up the middle, and there's just nothing there. Zion Bell on the carry. He'll find maybe 2 yards. He is a bell cow type of back. He is, I mean, you talk about a guy that's got 340 yards on 50 carries coming into this game. This team lost a lot of good pieces from a team that made a run last year as well. This time it's Skinner in motion. They will give it to him, and he runs into a wall of Abilene Cowboys. Caden Thrower comes up on the tackle. Call it a 1-yard gain. We'll see if Rock Creek is forced to go back to the air here. Didn't go through jerseys earlier. Abilene is in their home orange jerseys. Rolls trimmed in white with white and orange helmets. For Rock Creek, it's the all-white and black look with the black helmets. And we got a different swap here. Boy, 4 guys in every out to the side with 3 receivers. He has a wide open Luke Skinner, and he just missed him. He will take a sack at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down, and Luke Skinner on that play was wide open for a touchdown pass down the field. Instead, they are going to kick this away. Unbelievable stuff. First sack taken of the day for Gavin Rosa. It's officially no gain, no loss. And it's Jackson Pendle to kick this to Tegan Funston. Not every day you have your quarterback turning punt, but that is the case for the Cowboys. And a good punt away from Funston. It's going to keep on rolling. Funston fields it there at the 20-yard line, up the sideline. He has a bit of a seam. Tegan Funston finally tackled down at the 40-yard line. Nobody in attendance today thought that Tegan Funston was going to field that football, and yet he does, and the Cowboy offense is in plus territory to start their 2nd straight drive. Unbelievable start here for Abilene, a dream start, dare I say. And the Cowboys put the offense back on the field following a very quick drive that ends in a punt. Cowboys in the pistol. Hook lined up directly behind Tegan Funston. Snap, it is a handoff. Hookman met at the line, and he is slammed to the turf. Grady Hastert in on the tackle, and it was a loud tackle on that side. Goes down in the record book as a loss of 3 for Hookman. Running the football against Rock Creek. If you want to win a football game, you have to do it, but good luck. They're giving up 140 passing yards a game. They're giving up 3 rushing yards a game. 25 left to go in the first quarter. They will give it up the middle, but again, there's just nothing. Kirksey, Rockinghouse in on the tackle, and it's no gain for Lane Hookman, who has carried the ball 4 times for -3 yards. Just a brutal start. Quick reminder, coverage of today's game is brought to you in part by First Bank Kansas, located in North Buckeye in Abilene, and by Hirsch Real Estate. 2 locations and 7 agents serving all of Northeast and North Central Kansas. So it's 3rd and 11. Funston in the shotgun. He will take the snap, roll left, trying to make something happen. Fires a pass, almost intercepted. Probably should have been intercepted, but Abilene will have a chance to punt this away. It was Jesse Lease who got 2 hands on it down on that side, but just couldn't capitalize. And it appears the Cowboys are going to play it safe and kick this away. They will punt this. Funston, the punt. Back deep to return is Luke Skinner. Rock Creek's got some athletes. You just never know. We have a flag. They will punt it away. We'll have to check the laundry as Funston just kind of gets rid of it quickly in an effort maybe to salvage some field position, and we will see what the penalty is for. So Rock Creek back out there. The two teams trading punts. It's going to be that kind of game. 1:34 left to go. And, yep, they will say that is against the Cowboys. So it's 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Shotgun set for Gavin Rosa. Man in motion right to left. 1:35 left to go. Bell across the 30. It's a gain of 10. And he is not happy that he did not break that one for a big gain, but it's the biggest single carry of the day. Levi Evans makes the tackle. It's 1st down and 10. We've seen a lot of motion trying to mix things up here. This is a toss to Bell on the outside. He is not, not going to get the outside contained. He's pushed out of bounds following a short gain. And we will pick it up here on 2nd. And they're going to say he got 4, so 2nd and 6. Zion Bell has been the bell cow back. They will give it to him again, trying to run it straight up the gut. They'll get to the 41. It's another gain of 4. And this is what Rock Creek does. They will just grind away and try to grind you down into a fine powder. They do a good job of that. They keep the clock running, but they are down. It's been a lower scoring affair, I think, than what we expected, at least early in this contest. The thing, too, you never know when they're going to dial one up and take a shot. Abt keeps his legs churning, and he's got 3 yards. It's enough for the 1st down as he falls forward. Remember, this is an offense that gets about half of their offensive yards all run this drive. One-on-one coverage on the outside. Levi pistol. This may be the last play of the half. It's over the middle. It's wide open. Carson Toburin looking to get to the outside. Picks up a block. He's up to the 30. He is finally brought down, but not before he flips field to the 23-yard line. So it's a gain of 38 on the first reception of the day for Carson Toburin. Great work there. And the Mustangs, if they want, can take the clock down and take this game to the 2nd quarter. Looks like they are not in a hurry, and that's exactly what they'll do. So we will step away. When we come back, it's quarter number 2. 7-0 is the lead here for Abilene, defending their home turf on homecoming night here on the Salina Post Sports Network. Coverage tonight is presented by Abilene Termite and Pest Control.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plant your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com, follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
The hours of drills.
Back to the action here as they call the timeout, and they will go ahead and try and run this. That will go nowhere. And now, either a quick break. I didn't see anybody go down. The clock did not run. We're still looking at 8 seconds here. So not 100% sure what the deal is. The clock on the scoreboard never ran on that last play. Now it will run. It will tick down. And we have reached the end of the first quarter. So my apologies on that. Now we'll step away. We're back with quarter number 2 when we return on the Salina Post Sports Network.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
If you are tuning in for this game here on Salina Post, I would like to formally apologize. We are working through some severe technical difficulties. Not 100% sure what is causing the issue, but we are trying to work on it. In the meantime, it is a 7-0 lead here for the Mustangs, and that may be about to be undone. Yes, sir. Down to the end zone. Touchdown, Zion Bell. He runs it in from 23 yards away. And on the very first play of quarter number 2, it's a chance for Rock Creek to tie this game up. Good work there by the Mustangs. It's good stuff out of the Rock Creek offense. PAT, the kick is up, the kick is good. So the extra point knocked through. That makes it a 7-7 ball game. Here on the Salina Post Sports Network gives us a chance to thank a few sponsors. Coverage of this game brought to you in part by Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene, supporting all area student athletes. Also by Day Excavating and Concrete, specializing in concrete, sewer replacement, septic system pumping, water line repairs, and livestock water systems from Manhattan to Salina, called Day Excavating and Concrete. Fresh quarter here, tie score. They will kick it away. So Rock Creek has it on the tee. They will send this into the sky. Abilene in need of a good response here. Game tied 7-7. This kickoff fielded, no, muffed in the end zone, and that's a touchback. Not the worst result in the world, but they do lose the opportunity to return it. So the Cowboy offense will take to the field. They scored on the short field the first time. Second time out, they were forced to punt. Coverage of this game is brought to you in part by Robson Oil in Abilene, keeping Dickinson County on the road and fueled on the farm. Cowboys back to work here on offense. In the gun, Tegan Funston. He will toss this to Hookman, looking for a cutback lane. He'll find a little bit. Solid gain of about 4 on first down, and not a bad way to start the drive. Second down and 6 upcoming for Abilene. 11:21 left to go, tied up 7 apiece here in Abilene, Kansas. Gorgeous stadium, gorgeous field. Great facilities all around here. Motion for the Cowboys. Now they'll send a receiver from right to left. All that to run the ball here to the short side. There is a whistle. As it stands, it's a gain of maybe 1, if that. So not a whole lot going on that play. But we will wait and see what the result is here of the flag. Penalty will go against the Cowboys here. That'll back them up even further. Sets up a 2nd and 20. Would imagine we'll see them go to the air here, as they've got Funston in the shotgun. Rock Creek player lost his mouthpiece. They will keep it with Funston. He's rolling out, chucks it deep, has a receiver who hauls it in down at the 45-yard line. My goodness, what a catch. It was a ball, it was launched to Nolan Wilkins. And that is good for a gain of about 48. Huge play out to Wilkins on, I believe, Funston's first passing attempt of the day. They've been keeping it on the ground for the most part. Back to work. Go the Cowboys. Funston from the shotgun. Hands it off again, and there's just nothing there for Lane Hookman. It's another gain of zip for Hookman. Cole Greenwood on the tackle. Second down and 12. Abilene lines it up. Success through the air on the first passing attempt, 48 yards to Wilkins. Here on second down. And this time, I believe Grady Hastert. No, Wade Rottinghouse got in on the tackle. So another carry for loss. And it's 3rd and long. Cowboys here on 3rd and 14. They will go back into a more pistol look. Now they'll motion Hookman ahead, and yeah, they're going to have to call a quick timeout. We'll go ahead and take it with them. We're back in just a bit. It's our Game of the Week presented this week by Abilene Termite and Pest Control.
The Bennington Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Center, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
I know I mentioned it earlier. I do want to formally apologize for some of the internet issues that we are experiencing here at Abilene. Not 100% sure what's wrong with that, but we'll continue to troubleshoot and work on it as we go. But what you need to know is this is a 7-7 ball game. It's been a fun one so far, and it all started with an interception on the first drive that got Abilene down to the 2-yard line. They punched it in on a Tegan Funston rushing touchdown. Two teams exchanged punts. Zion Bell ran it in from 23 yards out to tie it up, and that gave Abilene the ball back here with a 3rd and 14 on their 3rd offensive drive of the game. From the shotgun, Funston rolling right, stops, wants to throw over the middle, and just completely missed Nolan Wilkins. That's a tough break, as Wilkins was open, but he misses his spot. That's going to bring the punt team out for the Cowboys. So they will punt this away. Funston puts his boot to it. This will take a skip and a bounce. They'll let it roll. And they are going to pin Rock Creek deep in their own territory at the 1-yard line. Abilene's run defense deserves to be commended. They have looked tremendous in this game. And if the Cowboys can keep that up, it's a tough effort. It's always tough sledding when you go up against this Rock Creek team with all the different action they can run at you with the offensive line that they boast. They're going to have to find a way here. And if they can find a way to get a stop, they may even take a lead into the second half. Remember, the Cowboys kicked off to start this game, so they will get the football to start quarter number 3. 8:26 left to go. Gavin Rosa will take this snap from his own end zone. He hands it off right side, looking for room. And Zion Bell falls ahead for a short gain. Call it about 3. Cash Hargrave comes up to make the tackle. Other games taking place in our area. Southeast of Salina, looking to defend their state title. They are taking on Kingman at home. Chapman is on the road at Clay Center. Ellsworth's got Lions tonight. Talk more about that Bennington State Bank scoreboard in just a moment. From the shotgun, handoff Bell, left side, looking for space. Grabbed and brought down, but not before he picks up 7 more and another first down on his 14th carry of the game. Think about this, 50 carries through the first 3 weeks of the season, over 15 rushes a game, and he's already at that mark here, but you got to think they probably rested him up a little bit when they got up big in their blowout wins of Bishop Ward and last week of Bonner Springs. Here it's a pass, it's batted down at the line. Incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Rosa has started this game 5 of 8. They'll stay in the shotgun here on 2nd and 10. Rosa has the tight end lined up on the left side. Here is the give, looking for that burst. And you see Bell, he is patient. And then at the last second, he'll slam the accelerator. He picks up 10 yards and a first down. Caden Thrower does make the tackle, but it's another big gain. And you can see this offense on the ground starting to roll for Rock Creek. Took him a while to figure it out. Bell did not have a lot of big carries other than the touchdown prior to this drive, but he's really picked it up. Here's Bell again, looking to break this to the middle. Breaks one tackle. There is a flag down back at the 25-yard line. So we'll check the laundry there and make sure that this is not coming back. And it is, in fact, against Rock Creek. So that's going to back them up. Mustangs moving in the wrong direction here. That's going to back them up a long ways. It's a personal foul. 7:04 left to go here in the half. Empty set. They will fake the give, and they just have to fall on it. Boy, another tough break here for Rock Creek. The Cowboys were trying to indicate that they jumped on the football. Looked pretty clear that it was recovered by Rosa, but it will be another big loss here. The question is, of how many yards? Cowboys are still trying to signal that they've got the football here. Did they get on this? Referees are conferring. At first, it did not appear that Abilene jumped that football, but you've got a couple of Cowboys starting to celebrate down there. Obviously, we don't have replay here in the world of high school football. And I don't believe the referee has a crowd mic. What is going on here? They moved this football. There was no foul on the play. Just moved this football back to the spot, and the stick still reads first down. So I believe they're going to wipe that play out. They're going to say that last play never happened for whatever reason. That is a huge gift here for the Mustangs, and they want to line up and run essentially the same play, only this time they will give it on the end around. We got flags all over the place. It's carried ahead by Luke Skinner, but yeah, we're going to see if this is going forwards or backwards. So it's a hold against the Mustangs. Another penalty. That's going to catch Rock Creek out. And that situation just keeps getting worse for the Mustangs. First down and 33 yards. I mean, just ridiculous stuff for the Mustangs to try and overcome. 6:42 left to go. Here in the opening half. Shotgun set, they'll motion the tight end out. What do you got in your playbook? Oh, they botched the snap, but somehow they get something positive out of it. As Bell is going to catch the, I think, bad snap. That did not look intentional. The good news for Rock Creek, he gets 10 yards. The bad news, it is still a long way to go. 6:17 now remaining as that clock continues to wind. Shotgun set for the Mustangs. Skinner the man in motion. Rosa back to pass over the middle. Has a man. It's Tobirin again. This time it's a gain of 9 for Carson Tobirin. And unbelievably, after facing a 3rd and 30, it looks like Rock Creek is actually going to have an opportunity to pick this up. The tackle. It's been a gritty, low-scoring game so far. 5:30 left to play. They will bring a new back in here. This is Luke Smith. Empty backfield, trips to the left. Only 2 Abilene defenders on that side of the football. They want to bring extra pressure. Rosa fires right, intercepted. Here come the Cowboys, and this time it's a pick 6 for Abilene. Tegan Funston hauled it in. Tegan Funston ran it back, and the Cowboys are on top. Massive momentum swing here on homecoming night. And we'll see if they can turn this into a halftime lead as they try the PAT. Just a heads up, after this PAT, things are going to go quiet for a moment. Going to do something in an effort to fix some of the issues you guys are experiencing at home with the video. The PAT is up. The PAT is good. I'll be right back here on the Salina Post Sports Network, brought to you tonight by Abilene Termite and Pest Control. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? Apologies again for the tech issues, for everything we've been dealing with tonight. See if that improves things. Making some adjustments on the fly here on our end, but it's a big pick six for Tegan Funston. It makes it 14-7. And for the second time tonight, Abilene has the lead. Cowboys ready to send this deep. They kick it. It's fielded short at the 25. A fair catch and a good call there. Just to take the short catch and do what they could there. So we pick up the action here. Rock Creek is going to have the football, but here's the thing for Rock Creek. You look at their drives tonight. A pick, a punt, a return, touchdown, and then the pick six. Continue to monitor the situation throughout the night, but things appear to be running a little more smoothly. So here is the Rock Creek offense back on the field, ironically in better field position than a moment ago. They will give this right side. This is a different back, and it's a tackle in the backfield as they will grab and bring down the new ball carrier for the Mustangs. If they bring Bell back out. So many capable athletes on this offense, and a lot of good things that can happen for Rock Creek, but it has been coming up jokers so far tonight. Here is the give up the middle, looking for a hard yard or two. It's Wade Rottinghouse. I thought it was Wade Rottinghouse, but I wanted to check and make sure. They are running the football with a defensive lineman. As far as I know, Rottinghouse did not have any carries this season. He gets 2 on his first carry. He gets 3 on his second carry. And here we go in the shotgun. Rottinghouse is tucked in alongside Gavin Rosa, who wants to go to the air. It's batted down again. Abilene's defense putting on a show. And for the first time all season, this Rock Creek offense looks genuinely rattled. Cowboys have a chance not just to capitalize, but potentially to take a 2-score lead. They could turn into a 3-score lead as they will get the football to start the third quarter. Punt is kicked away, and it'll be fielded. Fair catch called for at the 30. So another punt will give Abilene the football. Here comes the Cowboy offense. An offense that is only needed to score a touchdown once on 2 yards. They got the football in enemy territory at the 2. So it's first down and 10 for the Abilene offense. They've got the football here at their own 32-yard line. Funston will send 2 men in motion. That motion has messed with this Rock Creek defense just a touch, and, well, may have backfired there. And it looks like we are bringing it back. So it's a penalty against the Mustangs, or correction, against the Cowboys here. It's going to back them up 10 yards. Abilene back to work. Pistol set here for Funston and company. They will go to the air over the middle, looking to break some tackles up to the 40. Another solid gain as Funston with another big completion. Good looking play there for the Cowboys. And you wondered how much longer it was going to take before Levi Evans inserted himself into this game. That catch of 14 yards. Cowboys will not have quite enough for the first. It's 2nd down and 10. They'll send a few men in motion. Handoff left side. Rock Creek there to it. Lane Hookman not finding much. Jesse Lease in on the tackle. Want to remind you, coverage of this game is brought to you in part by Last Chance Graphics in Abilene, personalized products for your home, office, or booster club. Cowboys got to have it here on 3rd down and 1. Shotgun set, Hookman sidecar right. They will give it to Hookman. He is dropped in the backfield. Another loss. And 4th down for the Cowboys. A decision to be made. Nick Allen in on the tackle. Abilene will bring out the punt team. Luke Skinner is back deep to return. End over end punt, out of bounds. And good field position for Rock Creek to take over in here in a real battle that we've got on our hands. It's been a fun game so far. Coverage of it is presented by Kirsten Day, serving the areas of Chapman, Abilene, and more from Salina to Wamego. Contact Kirsten Day at selling785.com. Also, want to thank Home Automotive Centers in Abilene and Salina, Chevy, Buick, and GMC, plus award-winning service and body shop. One last chance for Rock Creek to get on the scoreboard. They've got 1:28 to do it. They need a touchdown here. And we got all sorts of early movement up front. This has also been, I think, a much more penalty-laden game than what many expected. And it will be procedure against Rock Creek. They have 5 penalties in this game. 4 of them have been procedure. So it's just been a series of kind of unfortunate miscues that have put them in this position. Here they will fake the give. They will keep it with Rosa. He tosses it to the outside, and that was not the choice that they wanted to make there. Caden Thrower on the tackle. It's a massive loss. They'll call it 5. Tough break. Again, for Rock Creek, putting themselves behind the sticks. And I think if Rosa keeps it, he might have been in good shape. Rosa rips it down the middle. It's incomplete. He was looking for Luke Skinner. Nothing doing that time, though. And all of a sudden, it's 3rd and 15. .60 seconds left to go. Big 3rd and 15 coming up here. They went for the home run shot on 2nd down. Here they will send Toburin in motion. He goes from left to right. Rosa hands it off to Zion Bell, who gets into the second level, and Bell's going to have close to enough for the 1st down. He may have even gotten that himself. First carry of the drive for Zion Bell. And it's 15 yards and a 1st down. That is great work for the Rock Creek offense. And we've got a timeout called. Rock Creek will stop the clock. We will step away. When we come back, it's more of your Game of the Week. It's presented by Abilene Termite and Pest Control.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Back to action here on the campus of Abilene High School. The homestanding Cowboys have the number 4 team in 3A on the ropes here. Rock Creek has been cruising. You look at what they've done this year, 51-0 against Bishop Ward, 21-13 over Wamego, 68-0 last week, but here they are behind. Catch made here on the near side out to about the 40-yard line. That'll be enough for the first down as Ethan Tonser hauls in his first catch of the day. It goes for a gain of 10, but the clock is now the concern. 41 seconds left in the half. 40 yards to go to get to Pater. Rosa, near side, hauls it in, steps out of bounds to stop the clock. Luke Skinner will pick up 7. Skinner's been a favorite target really all season long. He has been a safety blanket at times for Gavin Rosa. Clock stops with 34 seconds left to go. Rosa from the pistol. Head fakes, fires, looking to the corner of the end zone. It's in and out of the hands of Ethan Tonser, who just dropped a would-be game-tying touchdown. And it's back to the drawing board here on 3rd and 2. You know the Mustangs are more than capable of picking this up on the ground. However, you got to be conscious of the clock. If you run this, I think you run a stretch play to the outside, maybe even a toss. And you make sure that you let Zion Bell know, hey, get out of bounds if you can and stop this clock. Bell's looked great in this game. Rosa's looked great as of late. Rock Creek needing a few. They do give it to Bell. He follows blockers all the way to the 25. So Bell will pick up 13. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. And Rock Creek will go ahead and burn that second timeout. 23 seconds remaining, back in 30. It's our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week, presented tonight by Kirsten Day, serving the areas of Chapman, Abilene, and more. From Salina to Wamego, contact Kirsten Day at selling785.com.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio, located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
Back here on the campus of Abilene High School, Tyler Henry alongside you, Travis Godfrey handling all of our camera and production duties here tonight. It's been a fun one. It's brought to you by Abilene Termite and Pest Control, serving Abilene, Chapman, and the surrounding areas. 23 seconds to go in the half. Rock Creek on the march. This has looked like their best drive of the game so far. Trips to the right in a bunch. 2 receivers to the near side. Empty backfield for Gavin Rosa. He fires, has a man, and he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. It's another catch for Luke Skinner. They will give him 7 on the haul. Rosa's looked good. The problem has been the picks. He's committed 2 turnovers. Big no-no there. One of them got returned for a pick 6. That's the difference on the scoreboard right now, and the reason the Cowboys lead 14-7. And now, looks like we got a timeout on the Abilene side. Maybe. A little confusion As Brad Nix comes out, he wants to talk to his guys. We'll keep it right here. I want to apologize one last time for the technical issues that we had. I believe we've solved the brunt of them here. Happy to be bringing you coverage of tonight's game between Abilene and Rock Creek as part of our Salina Regional Orthopedic Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Had some good ones, including a close win for Abilene earlier this year over Chapman. And I think that game and the game against Concordia maybe set a precedent that a lot of people thought this game was going to go the way of Rock Creek. But Abilene has come out, and they have really, really shown defensively. Haven't had too much to speak of on offense, but haven't really needed it. Think about this, too. We saw this exact same script in Abilene's game earlier this season against Clay Center, as they were able to hold the Tigers scoreless in the first half. Of course, in that game, Clay Center did come back. They were able to win it. But if the Cowboys can get the offense rolling, this defense has looked stellar. They are going to be called upon in a big spot here. Luke Smith is the back alongside Gavin Rosa. 19 seconds to go here in the first half. Rosa drops back, fires to the corner. It's hauled in, and a touchdown for the Rock Creek Mustangs. It was a wheel route out of the backfield. Luke Smith makes the catch, and a 22-yard haul is going to put this game right back within reach. First passing touchdown of the game for Gavin Rosa. And one PAT away from tying this up. Jackson Pendel is on for the kick. Good snap, good hold. Pendel puts the boot to it, and it is good. We will step away. We're back in 30. 14 all is the score. 14 seconds left to go. One more kickoff. When we return, it's the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week presented by Abilene Termite and Pest Control.
From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Be sure to check out their salves. Salves is a powerful blend of nature's best ingredients. Beeswax, crafted with care to soothe and nourish your dry skin, minor cuts, and burns. And for dry lips, try out their Happy Bee Balm. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items, or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. More than just a honey store.
Rock Creek ties the game. Abilene will have a chance to respond. The likely chance to respond will come on the other side of the break, as they do have 14 seconds left. Time for a play or two maybe, or a big return. But at the same time, if you're Abilene, you're thinking more about getting the football to start the second quarter. Or sorry, the second half. And that's where they will set this up. David Cuba back to return this kick. He is standing at his own goal line. Jackson Pendel to kick this away. Pendel kicks this football into the sky. We'll see if they do let Cuba return it, and they will. He brings it out slowly at first, shifts on the gas, and he's tackled down at the 25-yard line. 7 seconds remaining in the first half. The question is, do you go for this? Do you try to make something out of it? We're going to get the answer to that question real quick. Cowboys, it looks like, lining up in victory formation. And yeah, it looks like Abilene wants to play this conservatively unless it's a fake. They will take a knee, and they will take a tie game into the halftime locker room. One half in the books. It's a 14-all score. We are back with the second half, but first we'll step away. When we come back, it is the halftime report. We'll take a look around at our Bennington State Bank scoreboard, get you scores from around the area. We'll also get you second half keys and first half stats, all that and more. When we come back on the Salina Post Sports Network, coverage of tonight's game is presented by Abilene Termite and Pest Control.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio, located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
No matter what team you support this season, CopyCo has you covered with off-the-rack and custom apparel for Salina South, Salina Central, Abilene, Chapman, Sacred Heart, southeast of Saline, Ellsworth, Minneapolis, Bennington, Solomon, and El Saline. Don't see what you're looking for in store? They can custom make items so you can support any local team or student athlete. From t-shirts and hats to hoodies and so much more, your home for local high school sports gear is CopyCo, located at 2346 Planet Avenue in Salina.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Be sure to check out their salves. Salves is a powerful blend of nature's best ingredients. Beeswax, crafted with care to soothe and nourish your dry skin, minor cuts, and burns. And for dry lips, try out their Happy Bee Balm. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. More than just a honey store. Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital sign-on bonuses, shift and weekend differentials, a child care stipend, and tuition reimbursement to keep you moving forward. Bring your skills where they'll make the biggest impact, right here in Abilene. Apply today at srhc.com. That's srhc.com to apply for this opening at Memorial Health System in Abilene, taking care of you so you can take care of others.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina. Obituaries and funeral announcements are available free of charge on salinapost.com. This community service is provided in part by Higher Scott Mortuary and Cremations, formerly Roselawn. Higher Scott Mortuary and Cremations, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie, where we can get you a flush in a rush. How can we help you flush today?
Oh, it smells like something died out by my septic tank. It's bad.
Oh no, I know that smell you're talking about. Cole!
I smelt it from here.
Flush! The freakishly fast frog!
I'll follow the funk. It's not a dead animal, sir. It's your septic tank venting gases. Oof. She's full, real full.
That's the smell.
I've got to get back and tell Callie. Callie, he needs a pump out, quick.
Already got a pump truck rolling.
If you need a flush in a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
We guarantee to inspect your septic issues within 24 hours.
Or you get a free septic tank pump out worth $399.
Lily Pad Septic.
We'll be there in a splash.
Callie, quick, kiss me. That stink stuck to my skin.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, good. I can smell other things again.
When Vernon Jewelers has 40% off store-wide, there must be a special occasion. Through September, Vernon Jewelers is celebrating 133 years in business with 40% off store-wide. Savings include high-quality, unique pieces that will not only be cherished, but create a lifetime of memories. Save 40% during the 133rd anniversary sale at Vernon Jewelers, 123 North Santa Fe in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884. 40% off September only excludes loose diamonds, repairs, and special orders.
Passion and drive. The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio, located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
No matter what team you support this season, Copyco has you covered with off-the-rack and custom apparel for Salina South, Salina Central, Abilene, Chapman, Sacred Heart, southeast of Saline, Ellsworth, Minneapolis, Bennington, Solomon, and El Saline. Don't see what you're looking for in store? They can custom make items so you can support any local team or student athlete. From t-shirts and hats to hoodies and so much more, your home for local high school sports gear is Copyco, located at 2346 Planet Avenue in Salina.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Be sure to check out their salves. Salves is a powerful blend of nature's best ingredients. Beeswax, crafted with care to soothe and nourish your dry skin, minor cuts, and burns. And for dry lips, try out their Happy Bee Balm. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. More than just a honey store.
Back in here on the campus of Abilene High School. Got a good one for you so far here on our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. It's brought to you courtesy of Abilene Termite and Pest Control. Let's go ahead and get right into it. This game started with Rock Creek marching down the field, but a Gavin Rosa interception gave the ball back to Abilene, and the interception return took them down to the 2-yard line. That's where Tegan Funston carried it in himself to put Abilene up 7-0. The two teams traded punts. Rock Creek got the football back. They carried in their first score of the day 23 yards away. It was Zion Bell, and the extra point made it 7-7. Abilene pins Rock Creek back deep in their own territory. Rock Creek tries to dig their way out, but instead they throw a pick 6 to Tegan Funston. That puts the Cowboys up 14-7, and after the two teams traded punts once again, it was Rock Creek with a 22-yard touchdown pass from Gavin Rosa down to Luke Smith to tie this game up just before halftime. Halftime stats look like this. Boy, it's not even close in terms of yardage. Rock Creek, 230 yards of offense in the first half. Abilene, 62 yards of offense in the first half. but when you get the pick six and when the defense holds the way that it has, it may or may not end up mattering, and that's been the story so far in this game. Last thing for you, got a couple of halftime scores to let you know about from around the area as we check our Bennington State Bank scoreboard. How about this? Sacred Heart, they lead Valley Heights 14-3. That's the defending regional champs. Or, sorry, that's the defending district champs from that side of things. 14-3 is the score at halftime. Southeast of Salina, well, they're up 50-0 on Kingman. That game is also at the half. Republic County leads Bennington 28-0 at the half. Hutchinson is up 21-6 at halftime on Salina South. Salina Central leads Eisenhower 20-13, and in a halftime final, El Saline is up 46-0 on Canton Galva. That was a look at your Bennington State Bank scoreboard. We'll step away quickly, but when we come back, it's the second half of action between Abilene and Rock Creek. You won't want to miss it. We're tied up 14-14. Coverage of this game is presented by Abilene Termite and Pest Control.
Kurt here from Abilene Termite and Pest Control. We can't control pests like that unemployed 25-year-old living in your basement, but the creepy crawly ones are our specialty. From Salina to Manhattan, Clay Center to Hillsboro, and everywhere in between. We've been locally owned and here for you since 1951, offering great service, a firm handshake, and no long-term contracts. Visit AbileneTermite.com or find us on Facebook. I'm Kurt Phillips, and we'll keep the bugs out for you.
Are you looking to buy or sell real estate? With over 11 years of experience serving Northeast Kansas from Abilene to Wamego, leave it to a professional. Call Kirsten Day, realtor and owner with Homefront Real Estate Group. Buying a home, whether it be your first or second time, is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll make in a lifetime. Therefore, finding the right agent to help you make the process easier is essential. Kirsten Day is there for you and your family every step of the way. Visit Kirsten Day online at selling785.com.
Back here on the campus of Abilene High School, we have got ourselves a ball game. It is 14-14. Both teams in the end zone twice. A defensive touchdown has so far been the difference maker for an Abilene team that's only got 62 yards of total offense, but still trying to sort through and figure things out are the Cowboys. And boy, like I said, if they can get that offense rolling, it feels like the game is going to hinge on whether or not they can find a way to get that done. Let's take a look at our new image audio keys to the second half, and it's got to be, I mean, just what I said. For Abilene, can they find a way to get the offense rolling? For Rock Creek, the question is, can they cut out the turnovers? You take away those two interceptions, and you realistically take both touchdowns off the board for Abilene. They started out with short field position from the 2-yard line of Rock Creek for their score, and then, of course, the pick six. So interceptions have done all but 2 yards of the work for the Cowboys. And Creek, something they are going to have to clean up here in the second half. Second half that we are just about ready to roll for, and it should be a lot of fun. Like I said, this has been a good competitive game so far, and we expect a second half that may very well reflect more of that. Abilene is all in here. They've got Davin Cuba and Tegan Funston. No, that is not Tegan Funston. They've got somebody different back deep to return. I believe that may be Landon Rogers. Jackson Pendle has the football on the tee. Cowboys trying to give themselves better field position to start this drive, and the second half is underway. They will kick this Cuba's direction. It's right in between them, and they will let that bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Abilene offense, who I will go ahead and just throw the stat out here. They had the 2-yard touchdown run for Tegan Funston. They have another carry of 4 yards for Lane Hookman. Every other rush they've attempted has gone for nothing or has gone backwards. We talked about this Rock Creek running defense. They are elite. And what does elite look like? Well, at the half, Abilene, -2 rushing yards. Funston in the shotgun. Got to find a way to establish that run one way or another. They will send a receiver in motion. Levi Evans takes the snap, fakes it. Now he'll go that way. This is Evans on the sideline. There is a flag down. And you wonder if the block that set the edge there might have been an illegal one. So we'll take a look and see what we're looking at here. Both teams pointing at the other, as you do. Cowboys will be the recipients of this penalty, and that's going to back them up even further. That is their 5th penalty of the day, and for an offense that's struggled at times to move the football, this could be a big blow as they now have to deal with a 1st down and 20. They will go with a handoff, and Hookman, I mean, there's just nothing there. I feel like a broken record saying it. Hookman will get 1 yard this time, but there is nothing on the ground. There's not been a ton through the air. Abilene's defense has certainly carried the load so far in this game and kind of continues to. So it is 2nd down and 16 following the gain of 1. Correction on my part, it was a 5-yard penalty against the Cowboys. They are still backed up deep in their own territory here on 2nd down. They want to throw this over the middle. They have a man down at the 26. And it's Levi Evans who hauls it in, a gain of 10. And another completion for Tegan Funston, who is 3 for 5 on the day, all 3 for 10 or more yards. We have not seen Abilene open things in the short passing game all that much. See if they can find a way to pick this up here on 3rd and 4. Snap back to Funston. Wants to go to the air. He is sacked. Funston taken down. It's another tackle for Corday Kirksey. It's another loss on the ground for the Abilene Cowboys, and the punt team is back out for Abilene. Funston is the punter. You've always got to be aware of that. Back deep to return. It's been Luke Skinner. Skinner back at his own 40-yard line. Good snap. The punt is away into the night sky. Skinner will just have to let this roll, and it will continue to roll down to about the 33. That's where Rock Creek will put their offense back onto the field. We remind you that today's game is brought to you in part thanks to AC Westside Market in Abilene. Relax and come shop with us on the west side of Abilene. Also by Astra Bank with branches in Abilene and Chapman, and by Abilene Car Sales. Visit them online at AbileneCarsales.com. Rock Creek's offense, 200 yards of total offense in the first half, 121 through the air, 109 on the ground. They have not led in this game. Gavin Rosa hands it off right side to Zion Bell, who follows the blockers for a short gain of about 3. Bell carried the football 18 times in the first half. Everybody else on the team combined, including a sack, carried the ball 5 times. We have seen a lot of the passing work go to Luke Smith when they brought him in, but for now it's Bell, and it's another carry to Bell, who's got some space up to the 40. That's what he does. A gain of 3, a gain of 4, and now you're in business on 3rd down and short. Run game to set up the pass. By the way, Gavin Rosa came into this game 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. In the second half, in the first half, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Rosa hands it off again, and there goes Bell. It's another gain of about 5. It is the 21st carry, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Bell's been spectacular tonight. He is wearing number 2 as opposed to his traditional number 3. Bell, a longtime member of this backfield. Here's the snap, play action. They want to throw this out to Luke Skinner, who wants to go to the inside and then to the outside, and all he did was give time for all the Cowboys to collaborate there. It's a loss of 2 on the first pass of the drive, and it'll set Rock Creek up with a 2nd and 12. Mustangs give, and there's nothing for Zion Bell. That's a big, big tackle. Pierce Castile, the veteran, comes up with the TFL. It's a loss of 3. And on 22 carries tonight, Zion Bell's only been dropped for a loss twice. He has been excellent throughout the course of this game. It's now 3rd down and long. They will empty the backfield out for Gavin Rosa. No surprise, they're going to the air. Rosa, 3-step drop, pressure off the edge, fires near side. It's hauled in, but shy of the line to gain. It is a catch for Luke Skinner, and it is a gain of 12, but that's not enough for the first down. And if I'm Rock Creek and if I'm Shane Sieben, seeing how well you've run the football tonight, it feels like an easy call. You go for this. Got some different personnel coming onto the field, but one of those guys is, in fact, Zion Bell, and you just feel like everybody in the building knows where this is going. They've got one receiver split out wide. Abilene will stack the box as they've done all night. 7:08 left to go here in the second quarter. 14-14 is our score. There's the give to Bell. He's up the middle, and he's got enough for the first down and more. They ask him to get 2. He picks up 10. And it's another double-digit run for Zion Bell. Who in the world is tackling a kid like that? He's 195 pounds. He put on 20 pounds of muscle this offseason, and he has been a load to try to bring down. Here they give it to Bell. Again, he's taken on contact. He's ahead for a gain of 3. And just continuing to grind out the clock. I know they don't have the lead, but Rock Creek would love to keep the Abilene offense off the field at all cost. Cowboys have not gotten much going here in the second half, at least not on their first drive. Here's a fake to Bell. They want to throw this out. It is intercepted. The 3rd pick of the night for the Abilene Cowboys. And down at the 25-yard line, but another massive spark. This time it's David Cuba who comes up with the pick. And the Cowboys take over. 3 interceptions for the Rock Creek offense. That is the one thing you can't have. 3 colossal turnovers, and the Cowboy offense is back on the field. Think about this. Gavin Rosa is 10 for 20. Of those 20 attempts, he has completed 3 passes to the Cowboys. Won't mean anything if Abilene can't get something going here on offense. Rock Creek's defense has been stifling in this game. They'll throw it out, design screen, near side. Abilene will take it for a little extra yardage. They get 5 on the toss to Rogers, and that's it. First catch of the day for Landon Rogers. And actually, correction, they're not giving him anything on that. So it's a completed pass for 0 yards. Rogers getting involved here. Again, Abilene, and they're all orange jerseys, silver numerals trimmed in white with the white pants and the orange helmets. Rock Creek with the white jerseys, white pants, black helmets, black numerals. Shotgun set for Abilene, 5:37 left to go. They will fake it, fire it, far side, big block, looking to get to the edge. And all that work for another gain of 0 to Landon Rogers. 2 catches, 0 yards. It's 3rd and 10. This Rock Creek defense is something special. And we have, looks like a timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. Back in a bit on the Salina Post Sports Network. Coverage tonight is presented by Abilene Termite and Pest Control.
Astra Bank knows the challenges you face as a business owner. That's why they're committed to providing the dependable financial solutions that will help your business thrive. Visit them in Abilene, Chapman, or online at astra.bank. Astra Bank, member FDIC. September brings great discounts on the 2025 Motor Trend Truck of the Year at Marshall Motors. The 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie and Ram 1500 Bighorn are now $10,000 off and 3.9% financing for 72 months. You can also get $10,000 off the 2025 Ram 2500 Trademan. And don't forget, monster trucks return to Marshall Motors on Saturday, October 4th. Drive into fall now at Marshall Motors in Salina and marshallmotor.com.
The injured Cowboy was Landon Rogers. He is able to run off the field here under his own power. A reminder that tonight's game is brought to you by Abilene Termite and Pest Control and presented in part thanks to Memorial Health System, caring for you. So after back-to-back completed passes for 0 yards, it's 3rd down and 10. Tegan Funston will send a man in motion from left to right. He will roll to his right. The southpaw has to stop and just throws it out of bounds. 2 Mustangs in pursuit. And giving him all sorts of fits in the backfield. Nick Allen back there in a hurry. It's 4th down. It's looking like another 3 and out here for the Cowboys. And you can only get lucky so many times. Abilene playing with fire, with not a lot of offense going in a game like this. Under 5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Rock Creek holding on. Funston to punt this away. It is Luke Skinner back deep to return. He has not had a chance to field a punt tonight, and he will continue that trend. Cowboys made contact with that football. It looked like the Cowboys made contact with that football, but they're going to say maybe not. Okay, now the official is going to come out and mark it at the 50, and yeah, that's where it needs to be. So 2 drives to start the second half for Abilene, both result in a punt on a 3 and out. And here comes Rock Creek's offense, who has been unloading it into their own foot tonight. But, again, if they can just cut down on these mental mistakes. They've moved the football well. They have just not gotten much to show for it. Pistol set. Handoff, Zion Bell. He will cut it back to the interior and is brought down after a gain of 5. That is the 25th carry for Zion Bell tonight. Unofficially, he has been just a dog. It's been that all season long. You looked at his numbers, 50 carries, 340 yards, 8 touchdowns coming into this game, and he is only adding more against, let's face it, a really stout Abilene defensive unit. He has not broken many for big gains, but he's had a lot of these, just 3, 4, 5, chipping away at it. And little by little getting Rock Creek deeper into Abilene territory. Abilene is a little short at linebacker tonight. Ethan Evans unable to go. So Ryan McKinney has stepped up in his stead. 3:41 left to go. Another handoff to Bell on a counter. And this time he is stopped short of the line. He got a yard and no more. And if you're Rock Creek, do you go for it here? They've been good about picking it up on 3rd and short. They're going to bring the passing guys off the field. It is 4th and 2. Beautiful night for some high school football. Could not have asked for better conditions here in this one. 4th and 2. Handoff to Bell. Right up the middle. got the first. 3-yard gain, and he just keeps those legs churning. Want to thank a few more folks for helping us bring you coverage of tonight's game. Susie's Deli, located at 102 North Buckeye in Abilene, open Monday through Saturday from 6 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Also, First Bank Kansas, located on North Buckeye in Abilene. Not often that the banking sponsor is my bank, but hey, shout out to First Bank Kansas. Here it's first down and 10. Rosa goes to the air on play action, wants to take a home run shot, and it's broken up, incomplete. Boy, he had a potential touchdown as they were looking for Luke Skinner, and David Cuba said, I don't think so. Huge play to stop what would have been a touchdown, and with 2:42 to go, it is 2nd and 10. It's the 21st passing attempt of this game for Gavin Rosa. It's been a rough night for him. Save for the touchdown. He will give it to Bell. Cuts it back to the inside. A burst of speed and another 11-yard gain for Zion Bell. There's just not a lot you can do to stop a kid like that. You got to give a lot of credit to this O-line as well. You look up front. Corday Kirksey, Nick Allen, Ryan Wickman, Wade Rottinghouse, and Grady Hastert. And that was the question, right? Because this is a team that graduated their quarterback, they graduated all of their wide receivers, and they graduated 3 of their O-linemen. Well, guess what? They still have 5 seniors on the offensive line. And they've been moving the ball with some purpose tonight. Another handoff on goal. And it's a short gain this time. They'll call it 4. Brody Cochran is the one who hauls it in. Rock Creek back to the line on 2nd down and 7. Good snap, another handoff to Bell, and another gain of 6. It's not flashy, but it gets the job done, and it keeps the clock running. The problem is, every time the Cowboys have gotten backed up in their own territory, they've either stood tall or forced a turnover. Rock Creek keeps getting down here and coming away without points. Gavin Rosa in the shotgun, ready to go here. Hard count, trying to get somebody to jump off sides, nothing doing. It's 3rd down and 4. Ethan Tonser is the lone receiver on the near side of the field. They will give the Bell again up the middle, pushes the pile. He's got 4 and another first down. It just wears on you, too, when you're a defense and you know the run's coming and you still can't stop it. Abilene's done a good job of not giving up the big play tonight, but, boy, it's just been jab after jab after jab, and you feel like Zion Bell's got another big one coming. He will go left side, breaking tackles, and it's a gain of 8. I have completely run out of spaces on my sheet to write in carries for Zion Bell. I mean, he is a bell count, no pun intended. And we've got an injured player down on the field. We'll step away for a quick break while they sort that out. Final 25 seconds of the 3rd quarter of a 14-14 game when we return on the Salina Post Sports Network. It's brought to you tonight by Abilene Termite and Pest Control, serving Abilene, Chapman, and the surrounding areas.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plan your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com, follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
Want to thank a few more sponsors for their help in bringing us coverage of tonight's game, including Kirsten Day, serving the areas of Chapman, Abilene, and more from Salina to Wamego. Contact Kirsten Day at selling785.com. Also want to thank Hirsch Real Estate with 2 locations and 7 agents serving all of Northeast and North Central Kansas. And Amanda West State Farm Agency in Abilene, supporting all area student athletes. Trying to see who the injured player is for Rock Creek. They'll help him to his feet, and that is Zion Bell. You want to talk about a game changer? Bell, if you add all the offense in this game, I'm talking Rock Creek and Abilene together, Zion Bell probably accounts for 80% of the offense in this game, maybe more. So Rock Creek, we'll see who the new back is. Luke Smith has handled it on passing downs. This, though, is Wade Rottinghouse. How about taking your right guard and bringing him in here as a rusher? They will give it to him up the middle, looking for a few hard yards. He'll find 3. This has been a strategy that we've seen work for Rock Creek. They didn't give Rottinghouse a ton of work early on. And I'm trying to see who they've replaced him with at right guard. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. We will step away when we come back. It is the 4th and final frame. We're still tied up 14-all. It's the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week, and it's brought to you tonight by Abilene Termite and Pest Control.
When Vernon Jewelers has 40% off store-wide, there must be a special occasion. Through September, Vernon Jewelers is celebrating 133 years in business with 40% off store-wide. Savings include high-quality, unique pieces that will not only be cherished, but create a lifetime of memories. Save 40% during the 133rd anniversary sale at Vernon Jewelers, 123 North Santa Fe in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884.
Astra Bank is committed to providing the dependable financial solutions that will help you fulfill your dream, whether it's building your wealth or owning a home. Visit them in Abilene, Chapman, or online at astra.bank. Astra Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back to business here as we go to the 4th quarter. It's coverage of Abilene and Rock Creek, and it's presented by Abilene Termite and Pest Control. Want to also say a special thank you to Day Excavating and Concrete, specializing in concrete, sewer replacement, septic system pumping, water line repairs, and livestock water systems. From Manhattan to Salina, called Day Excavating and Concrete. And also don't forget, your full-service grocery store in Dickinson County is West Plaza Country Mart, open 7 days a week and always supporting the Abilene Cowboys and Chapman Irish. 14-all is our score as we go to the 4th quarter. Zion Bell taken to the sideline. We have not seen him re-enter the game, and we've got an offensive lineman playing running back. It is Wade Rottinghouse. Here, Rosso wants to carry it himself. He will find about 4 yards. Has not carried the ball much tonight. That is just his second non-sack carry of the game, and this is what you want to see. Zion Bell is back on the field. Never want to see an athlete of his caliber injured in a game like this. It can change the entire script. But Bell is up. He is walking around. He's not favoring either leg, and appears none the worse for wear. Let's see how he looks on first down. He tumbles ahead. And it's another gain of 4 for Zion Bell. That'll bring up 2nd and goal. They get this to the 5-yard line. 1 rushing touchdown, 1 passing touchdown on the day for the Rock Creek Mustangs. Luke Smith, the recipient of a wheel pass. Bell from 23 yards away got Rock Creek on the board. 2nd and goal. Bell, who's got nothing but green grass ahead, as he dives into the end zone. It's a 5-yard rushing touchdown for Zion Bell, and the Mustangs are back on top. This is a game that, the feel of it is that Rock Creek has done something in between handling their business and dominating this game, and yet it's only a one-score game on the scoreboard. The turnovers, have been the culprit game, and Abilene jumps way off sides as the extra point is kicked up and through. They're going to have a chance here with the offsides. I believe they'll keep this unit out and just kick it again. I'm sure Coach Sieben is confident that they could carry it in, but one thing the great teams do, they don't get too cute. Well, now they are going to spread it out, and just as I say that, we've got the old swinging gate southeast of Salina helped to popularize this play. Tate Smith, the backup quarterback, is out there in a bit of a wildcat look. Let's see what they do. 2-point conversion attempt. They're going to run everybody in. And after all that, they may kick the PAT after all. Good snap, good hold. The kick would be good, but we've got another whistle before the play. And I don't believe Rock Creek called timeout. They're going to put the offense back on the field here. Zion Bell is on the field. Trying to see what the setup is. Gavin Rosa. He's got 3 backs for company. He will go under center. Rock Creek has a 6-point lead. They're trying here to make it 8. Rosa ducks under center. The give to Bell. He's brought down quickly, and he didn't get it. 2-point conversion attempt is no good. Bell is stuffed at the goal line, and it's a 6-point game, 20-14. The first lead of the day for Rock Creek. While we have a break in the action, want to thank Robson Oil in Abilene, keeping Dickinson County on the road and fueled on the farm. Also, Last Chance Graphics in Abilene, personalized products for your home, office, or booster club. And finally, Home Automotive Centers in Abilene and Salina with Chevy, Buick, and GMC, plus award-winning service and body shop. So the Mustangs on the board. It's the first score for either team in the second half. Possessions have come at a premium in this game. 4 in the first quarter, 6 in the second quarter, just 3 in the third quarter. And with 10:58 to go, Abilene's going to take over for just the second time in this game. In this quarter. Cowboys have had 2 possessions in the half. Both resulted in a punt. (20-14) is our score. Ball's on the tee. David Kuba back deep to return for the Cowboys. Jackson Pendle to kick it away. We'll start getting some finals coming in from around our area scoreboard. Check that after this kickoff. This will be fielded back at the 5. Abilene can't get much going offensively. Can they have something big on special teams? It looks like they will be denied that as well. And the offense is back on the field here at the 20-yard line. Quick check of our Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Again, we've got other games happening around the state. Southeast of Salina leads Kingman 58-6. That game is in the fourth quarter with a running clock. And Valley Heights has come back to take a 16-14 lead over Salina Sacred Heart. You can tune in for broadcast coverage of either of those games. Here, it's Abilene trailing for the first time in this game. How does the offense respond? They want to run an option play, and that might have been the wrong option as Funston kept it himself. It's a gain of 0. We've seen plenty of those tonight. I want to go through the rushing plays for Abilene tonight. 0, 0, -3, 0, 4, 0, -4, 0, -1, 1. 2, -2, 0. It is absurd what Rock Creek's defense has done to folks this year. You look, they've given up 3 rushing yards per game. That includes a game against Wamego earlier this year. But then you see it in action, and it's something else. Cowboys have gotten some things going through the air. Abilene here is going to take a timeout. We will take it with them. Back in 30 here on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week, brought to you by Abilene Termite and Pest Control.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Back to business here in Abilene. Coverage of this game presented by Abilene Termite and Pest Control. If you've got something bugging you, give them a call. Serving Abilene, Chapman, and the surrounding areas. Also want to say a very special thank you to Kirsten Day, serving the areas of Chapman, Abilene, and more. From Salina to Wamego, contact Kirsten Day at selling785.com. Cowboys needing to get something going here on offense. This is 2nd down and 10. They trail for the first time in this game. Funston rolling out to his right. He is sacked way back in the backfield. It's a monster sack for the Rock Creek defense. And there to get it done, it was Ezra Spiller. That is a massive loss. They call it a full 10-yard loss on the sack, and that is not going to help the averages as the Rock Creek defense just continues to roll. Pistol set here for Abilene. Got to get something. They hand this off on the outside. It's a loss of 4. Boy, they gave it to Hood. He has just not found anything tonight. They're going to have to punt this backed up deep in their own territory. It's been a weird game so far. Back deep, Luke Skinner. On to punt, Tegan Funston. He is going to take this snap from the back of his own end zone. You wonder if Rock Creek will pin their ears back and come after him. They're content to try to return. This may be the first returnable punt for Skinner, who takes it at the 40-yard line. Skinner, left side, brought down. We got a player for Abilene down and a flag that is thrown right next to him. And whoever that is, he took a shot. They're going to get some medical attention for the injured player. And, yeah, we're going to have to hear the call as to what this is going to go down as. Yeah, it's going to be a block in the back against Rock Creek. So another big penalty on the Mustangs, only their first of the half. And while they tend to the injured Cowboy, we will step away.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
The injured player helped off the field is Pierce Castile. And he is able to walk under his own power. Anytime you get a block in the back, I mean, there's the potential for somebody to get up not feeling great, obviously, from that. So Rock Creek's offense is back on the field. It's 1st and 10, 8:30 left to go. If they string together a long drive here, They may be close to salting this one away. It's going to be another handoff to Zion Bell, who falls ahead for a gain of 4. So nothing too much to worry about there. Abilene's defense, a chance to reset here. It is 2nd down and 6. Man in motion, give to Bell, left side, up the middle, still on his feet, breaking tackles all the way down to the 25-yard line. Gain of 15 for Zion Bell. And, I mean, by my count, I've got him with 10 carries of double digits tonight. Abilene's defense has spent a lot of time on the field. And you wonder if that's starting to wear on the Cowboys late in this game. Rosa in the shotgun, hands it to Bell, breaks one tackle, and then just dives ahead to ensure he gets 3 more. Caden Thrower in on the tackle. It's been a back and forth battle defined by turnovers. But when Rock Creek is not giving the football away, and their offense has been far and away the better unit in this game. 2nd and 8. Another handoff. Bell this time won't find much, only a yard on the carry. Ash Hargrave in on the tackle. The sticks won't move. It's 3rd and 7. The ideal scenario here for Rock Creek is a slow drive that kills clock, and then you score to take a 2-possession lead, ideally inside of 4, maybe even 3 minutes. And yeah, you see here, no sense of urgency, nor should there be, for the Mustangs. 3rd down and 7. Call it 6. They will give it. No, fake it to the end zone. Wide open. Touchdown, Rock Creek. Luke Skinner is in the end zone. They hit him from 20 yards away, and Gavin Rosa has his 2nd touchdown pass of the game to put Rock Creek up by 2 scores. "20-yard touchdown bomb," and I mean, the way the Rock Creek defense has played tonight, that might be the dagger. 2 passing touchdowns today, 2 rushing touchdowns. And Rock Creek will snap it. They throw it, and it's too easy. They will complete that into the end zone. It's Wyatt Wells, the 3rd-string quarterback. Everybody getting in on the fun. And Rock Creek leads 28-14. We'll step away. We're back with more on the other side. It's our Game of the Week. It's brought to you by Abilene Termite and Pest Control.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
Back to business here on the Salina Post Sports Network. It's our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. It's presented tonight by Abilene Termite and Pest Control. A special thanks to Kirsten Day, also serving the areas of Chapman, Abilene, and more from Salina to Wamego. Contact Kirsten Day at selling785.com. 6:17 left to go, and I'm going to put it very bluntly. If Abilene does not score on this drive, for all intents and purposes, this game may be over. Almost every drive for Rock Creek tonight has either ended in a turnover or a touchdown. Abilene is going to field this. They're going to take it out of their own end zone, and they will get to about the 25-yard line. That's where the offense is back onto the field. And the Cowboys got to get something going. At the half, they had 62 passing yards. They had -2 rushing yards. In the second half, it has gotten worse. Here are the second half carries for Abilene. 1, -4, -2, 0, and -10 on a big sack. Cowboys, I mean, you wonder if they might just spread it out and try to chuck it around the yard a little bit, given A, the lack of rushing tonight, and B, the time on the clock, just 6:11 left to go. Man in motion, left to right. Funston takes the snap, wants to go over the middle, has a wide open tight end who's got it at the 40, breaking tackles down to the 50-yard line. A massive gain, the first catch of the night for Heath Hookman. And he'll rumble ahead for 25. Beautiful ball from Funston. Funston's been efficient tonight. He has completed 6 of 8, but they got to get something rolling here. 6 minutes left to go in the game. Abilene down 2 scores. 28-14. Rock Creek drops the safeties. It's a cover 2 defense here for the Mustangs. From midfield, over the middle, another catch. Tripped up by the turf. But it's a big catch for Levi Evans. It's a gain of 13. And it's the best we've seen Abilene move the football all night long. Quick passes over the top. What do they do here on 1st and 10? Clock continues to run. 5:32 left to go. Rock Creek will check the defense here. Abilene gets the play in, but they're taking their time. Funston from the pistol on 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, busted play, and a drop on the outside. Funston that time looking for Nolan Wilkins, who can't haul it in. It's the 10th passing attempt of the game for Funston. 5:14 left to go. It's 2nd and 10. With how effectively they've moved the football through the air here, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's mostly passing the rest of the way for the Cowboys. Funston trying to get his team back in. It fires near side. Boy, it looked like they had it. That was Wilkins again, but it is broken up on the outside. And it's a good thing Nick Allen was there for Rock Creek, or that had first down written all over it. It's now 3rd and 10. $5:12 left to go. The clock does stop. It's going to be do or die time for the Cowboys. 3 receivers lined up on the far side. They will run it with Funston, who takes a shot but does manage to pick up 6 yards and make it 4th and 4. Cowboys have moved the ball well here. It's been their most efficient drive of the entire game. Not saying it all comes down to this, but with 4:36 to go, the best chance for the Cowboys to get on the board in the second half. Gotta have it here on 4th down and 6. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Rock Creek's got it. Here come the Mustangs. Ezra Spiller with a one-handed pick, and that may do it. Brutal turn of events for the Cowboys. The first interception of the day for Tegan Funston, and the Cowboys still scoreless here in the second half. Rock Creek would be content not to score again if they don't relinquish the football. And it turns into a game of keep away late in the game. 1st down and 10. They will fake the handoff, not content. They're going over the middle. It's bobbled and incomplete. Carson Toburen, the intended target, Some moans and groans from the crowd on a hard hit that broke it up. And Toburin is still slow to get up. So we'll step away for just a moment. Back in a bit. It's our game of the week. It's presented by Abilene Termite and Pest Control.
No matter what team you support this season, CopyCo has you covered with off-the-rack and custom apparel for Salina South, Salina Central, Abilene, Chapman, Sacred Heart, southeast of Saline, Ellsworth, Minneapolis, Bennington, Solomon, and El Saline. Don't see what you're looking for in store? They can custom make items so you can support any local team or student athlete. From t-shirts and hats to hoodies and so much more, your home for local high school sports gear is CopyCo, located at 2346 Planet Avenue in Salina.
So we're back to action here. This is what you want to see. Carson Toburin is up. He's walking off under his own power, and I think more than anything, he's just frustrated with the drop that will ultimately keep it at 2nd and 10. But it's far from the end of the world here for a Rock Creek offense that's moved the ball efficiently. We've talked about it throughout the course of this game. If they could just keep themselves away from the turnovers, they're going to be in good shape. Here they hand it to Bell up the left side. A gash for Zion Bell. And he gets 20. Huge gain on the ground. Zion Bell rumbling ahead. For as much as I said Rock Creek would be content not to score again, this is not the kind of team that plays just to salt the game away. They're going to keep coming at you, and they're going to make you stop them for the full 4 quarters. Here's another give to Bell, and this time he is brought down for a loss of 2. I'm going to need an abacus to get the final numbers on Zion Bell tonight. He has toted the rock, by my count, at least 40 times. He had 50 carries coming into this game in 3 weeks. He has 40 carries in this game. Ridiculous stuff. Make it 41. Bell, right side. Gets the yardage he lost back and then some. Call this 7. And it brings up a 3rd down. Got the first final on our Bennington State Bank scoreboard southeast of Saline. How about 58-6 over Kingman? You think SES is serious about the 2A title defense? Just a brutal start for anybody that has to play the purple and white. Got a stoppage here. Coach Nix isn't happy about it. And Abilene getting after their guys a little bit here. I don't believe it was a timeout. No, we got a player down. Maybe some cramping. They're going to get him some water, and that'll give both teams a chance to stop and kind of reassess things here as we'll take a look at our Bennington State Bank scoreboard and see what other scores we can let you know about. At the end of 3, Salina Central leads Goddard Eisenhower 42-20. Also at the end of 3, Salina South is down 13-28 to Hutchinson. First set of finals trickling in from around the state of Kansas. Clay Center defeats Chapman tonight 44-8. That's a team both of these squads will have to deal with in the future. Another NCKL score, Concordia defeats Marysville 7-0. It's been a sneaky Concordia team this year. They've done some really good things. We'll continue to update you on our Bennington State Bank scoreboard, but for now, it's 3rd down and 5 for the Rock Creek offense. 2:52 left to go in the game. Handoff Bell, right side, not going to have enough for the first. 2-yard gain, and does Rock Creek punt it away? They can take some more clock down before they do. And yeah, they will bring out the punt unit. The one thing we've not seen in this game has been any kind of a big special teams play. Cowboys are going to call a timeout. They want to maintain the time on this clock. We will take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds. It's our game of the week. It's brought to you by Abilene Termite and Pest Control.
Kurt here from Abilene Termite and Pest Control. We can't control pests like that unemployed 25-year-old living in your basement, but the creepy crawly ones are our specialty. From Salina to Manhattan, Clay Center to Hillsboro, and everywhere in between. We've been locally owned and here for you since 1951, offering great service, a firm handshake, and no long-term contracts. Visit AbileneTermite.com or find us on Facebook. I'm Kurt Phillips, and we'll keep the bugs out for you.
So a punt upcoming here for the Rock Creek offense. Unless they decide to go for it here. I mean, you never know, right? Stranger things. They trust their defense, but it looks like, yeah, Jackson Pendle is back to punt this away, and Abilene doesn't have anybody back to return. We talked about the possibility of a big play. Oh, they fake this. Rock Creek runs a fake punt. They're not going to get it. So perhaps Abilene was right to do what they did. We got some extra pushing and shoving here. But there is a flag, and depending on which way that goes, and we may see a punt yet. And yeah, false start against Rock Creek. It'll be declined, and the Cowboys will take the result. It's the football here. I don't hate the call for Coach Sieben. Feels like Abilene knew it was coming, but at the same time, I mean, you're up 2 scores, 2:21 left to go, and your defense has allowed 0 points in the second half. Matter of fact, remember, Abilene took a 14-7 score. It's been 3 straight unanswered scores for the Mustangs. Abilene has had success in the passing game, but their last drive stalled out near the red zone. Here they go to the air again, and it is hauled in at the 40-yard line. It's a solid gain to Levi Evans. He'll pick up 14 more on another completion from Funston. An interception for Ezra Spiller was the momentum swinger. Abilene tries to hurry up. They need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They will get it off. Funston to the air, now rolling out of the pocket. He's flushed, fires, it's incomplete. Through the hands of the big tight end and Heath Hookman, and that should bring us it brings us just under 2 minutes. I think I might be in college mode a day early. There's no 2-minute warning in high school football. Speaking of which, if you do want to tune in for some great college football tomorrow, Kansas Wesleyan is back at home in Salina, Kansas. You can tune in as they take on the Tabor Blue Jays from JRI Stadium. 6 p.m. on KINA. That's 9:10 a.m. or 104.5 FM. Under 2 to go. Funston under some pressure. Steps up. Fires high. It's caught at the 30. No, it's broken up. Incomplete. Great coverage for Noah Valberg. And it's now 3rd down, and the Cowboys realistically, they pick this up, or this game is in the books. I do not believe Abilene's got any other timeouts left. They may have one. It's 3rd down and 10. An incompletion on 1st down, and incompletion on 2nd down. Needing 10 to pick it up. Funston flips the ball in his hand. Fires near side. That's Hookman powering through the defenders. But he is brought down after a gain of 5. And here we go. The game on the line with 1:38 to go. Also, he stayed in bounds. So that clock continues to run. Abilene trying to get set. Under 1:30 left to go. That time continues to tick. 4th and ball game for the Abilene Cowboys. Rock Creek looking to stand tall. It's incomplete. And more than likely, that is going to do it as the Mustangs take over on a turnover on downs with 1:15 left to go. A reminder coming up on the Commercial Tire Center's postgame show. We'll take a look at final scores from around the area, see if we can't get you some more updates on what other teams in our area have going on tonight. It was a really good start for a lot of our squads. Wonder if those good starts have turned into final victories. We'll let you know as soon as we can. Rock Creek shuffling some late personnel onto the field here. And before the play gets underway, we've got whistles and a flag. Another stoppage. They're going to get another false start here against the Mustangs of Rock Creek. (28-14), 1:14 left to go. A snap that nobody was ready for. It rolls into the backfield. And for the second time tonight, Spiller just has to, or Bell has to fall on it. He now has 2. They're going to go down in the record book as carries for a combined about negative 40 yards. And both of them were just on errant snaps over the head of the quarterback. And now the officials are getting together to talk about something here. But a substantial loss on first down. It's going to set up second and long. That one was not quite as aggressive as the one before. They're going to call a legal procedure against the Mustangs, and that's going to, in the grand scheme of things, that is going to save them 10 yards that they would have otherwise lost. Coach Nick signaling up to the booth. I think he's trying to argue there should be more time on the clock. There's 58 seconds left. He's saying there should be 1:14. And, yeah, now the official is over there, and he's saying the same thing. They will reset the clock to 1:14, and it is first down and 20. The funny thing is, it doesn't matter because Rock Creek has taken it to victory formation, and that is going to do it. Abilene, I believe, has the one more timeout they can burn, but it was still first down for the Mustangs, who can take a knee a few more times and put this game in the books. Coming up on the Commercial Tire Center's postgame show, we'll let you know what these two teams have coming up. But with that knee, this one is final. Shane Sieben and the Rock Creek Mustangs roll to an undefeated 4-0. The fourth-ranked team in Class 3A remains undefeated, and they will continue their run here. Abilene, meanwhile, falls to 2-2. Rock Creek next week will be at Clay Center. The Cowboys will be on the road at Marysville. We will step away. When we come back, it's the Commercial Tire Center's post-game report. That on the other side, 28-14, the final. A win for Rock Creek in Abilene here on the Salina Post Sports Network. It was brought to you by Abilene Termite and Pest Control.
For 40 years, Phillips Seed has delivered top-quality certified seeds. With wheat drilling season approaching, now's the time to reach out to Phillips Seed Farms for the latest variety options and tailored seed treatments. It's also the perfect opportunity to plan your corn hybrids and soybean varieties for the 2025 planting season. Visit PhillipsSeed.com, follow us on Facebook and X, or connect with a local seed dealer near you. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
September brings great discounts on the 2025 Motor Trend Truck of the Year at Marshall Motors. The 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie and Ram 1500 Bighorn are now $10,000 off and 3.9% financing for 72 months. You can also get $10,000 off the 2025 Ram Call now at Marshall Motors in Salina and marshallmotor.com. Astra Bank knows the challenges you face as a business owner. That's why they're committed to providing the dependable financial solutions that will help your business thrive. Visit them in Abilene, Chapman, or online at astra.bank. Astra Bank, member FDIC.
Are you looking to buy or sell real estate? With over 11 years of experience serving Northeast Kansas from Abilene to Wamego, leave it to a professional. Call Kirsten Day, Realtor and owner with Homefront Real Estate Group. Buying a home, whether it be your first or second time, is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll make in a lifetime. Therefore, finding the right agent to help you make the process easier is essential. Kirsten Day is there for you and your family every step of the way. Visit Kirsten Day online at selling785.com.
Kurt here from Abilene Termite and Pest Control. We can't control pests like that unemployed 25-year-old living in your basement, but the creepy crawly ones are our specialty. From Salina to Manhattan, Clay Center to Hillsboro, and everywhere in between. We've been locally owned and here for you since 1951, offering great service, a firm handshake, and no long-term contracts. Visit AbileneTermite.com or find us on Facebook. I'm Kurt Phillips, and we'll keep the bugs out for you.
Welcome back in one last time. It's time for the Commercial Tire Center's post-game report. Today's game was presented, of course, by Abilene Termite and Pest Control. Also want to say a special thank you to Kirsten Day for her support of today's game, serving the areas of Chapman, Abilene, and more. From Salina to Wamego, contact Kirsten Day at selling785.com. The final in this one, 28-14, the victory for the Rock Creek Mustangs. It was a weird game. It started with an interception and a return on the pick to the 2-yard line that Abilene cashed in on for a 7-0 lead. Zion Bell rumbled for the first of 2 touchdowns today, a 23-yard rushing score to tie the game, but Abilene quickly responded with a Tegan Funston pick 6 to go up 14-7. Just before the halftime break, a 22-yard touchdown pass from Gavin Rosa down to Luke Smith evened the score at 14 apiece and would be one of 3 unanswered touchdowns that would lead to a Rock Creek victory, including a 5-yard Zion Bell touchdown run. And, of course, Gavin Rosa's second touchdown pass of the day as he found Luke Skinner for a touchdown, made it 28-14. An interception and a turnover on downs would seal Abilene's fate, and that would do it. As the Cowboys, again, fall to 2-2, the Mustangs improve to 4-0. Final scores from around the area. This was one of the earlier games to go final here at about 9:30, so we're still checking our Bennington State Bank scoreboard, but a few finals that we do know about. Clay Center defeats Chapman tonight 44-8. Southeast of Saline railroads Kingman 58-6 was the final in that one. Meanwhile, in 8-man, it was a halftime victory for El Saline. They defeat Canton Galva 46-0. That's all she wrote for finals. Again, most of the final scores will be coming in over the course of the next 30 to 45 minutes. And for all the final scores, and also, of course, for highlights from around the area, be sure to check us out on Twitter at SPostSports. Also, check us out on Facebook on the Salina Post Facebook page. And don't forget to check out the Salina check out those 2 pages after the game to see video highlights from around the area, proudly presented by the good folks at Billings Group. That'll do it for us. One last time for Tyler Henry, for Travis Godfrey. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. It is a 28-14 victory for the Rock Creek Mustangs. They stay undefeated at 4-0. You caught it right here on the Salina Post Sports Network, presented by Abilene Termite and Pest Control.
This has been a presentation of Eagle Media, Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, and Salina Post Sports. This has been your Game of the Week.